Greetings. This is Mad Shad, coming to you from an undisclosed location. To talk about today is a lot of you guys out there, a lot of us out there, really, are kind of alone. So we look for MAGs. Mutual assisting groups. So that's what I'm going to talk about is joining a MAG, joining a group, joining a community is what you're doing. You're joining a community, or something that's going to help you. And with joining a group, joining a MAG, there's some things to consider. One is is location. They have to be a fairly close, cohesive unit in location proximity. A MAG that can, if you call someone, they will be there. Usually this involves people like family and friends. That is probably your best bet to go with a MAG, is family. If your family's like mine, it might not be a good idea. But and plus, families spread out all over the place, and I remember what you did last, 15 Thanksgivings ago, and whatever, and there can be some bad blood with family stuff. Family is probably the best way to go. You know what I mean? Friends, long-term friends. Having trust issues, with brand spanking new people that you meet, that can be an issue because they don't know you and they don't give a fuck about you. And there could be vice versa as well. You could join a MAG and be like, I don't care about these guys. But I mean, that depends on your who you are. I require a MAG to, first and foremost, to be loyal and trustworthy, because I'm loyal and trustworthy. I've picked friends that I've known for a long time, and once you get to know people, you get to know their skill set, their abilities, and all that, and then of course acceptance. They accept you, you accept them. You've probably been doing some drinking together when you go, hitting the bars, and maybe you get in a fist fight with your friends. Or you and your friends get in a fist fight with somebody, and you got your back, man. I got your back. That builds camaraderie. That builds that whole camaraderie thing. So that's what you need. That's what I would look for. Definitely go with that. Now, once you have even, say, hey, look, we need a MAG. When I approached my MAG, I said, look, check out my videos. This is what we got to do. And they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But, most of the time, people are just going to do what they want to do anyway. So you have to discuss that with them. And it's something that you have to nail down. You're like, look, we got to do this. This is the plan that I'm presenting, I'm recommending. You got to find out what their intentions are when something happens. So you ask them, what are you going to do if you have to leave? Oh, gosh, I really haven't thought about that. Well, I guess I'll just go west. Can't go east, there's the ocean over there. But if you got a boat, good boat. If it's a good boat, you can go east from here. Anyway, so getting everybody on board and on the same page is and everybody knowing what the plan is. If you have to bug out, Diddy Mao, exfil, whatever, that's very important. knowing what their intentions are, knowing, and then going from there. Like I said, SMEAC, situation, mission, execution, administration, command and signal. And then you can use that format, with them and say, look, this is the best way, okay, you're going to do this and that. Well, fine, and then the other thing is finding out what their level of skill set is, and you kind of have to be a little critical about that, kind of. But you have to also understand that no man is so bad he's good for nothing. Havamal, Ulden. So no man is as good. He doesn't have a flaw. No man is so bad that he is good for nothing. So, yeah. Like, guy in my mag, he's got a ton of resources. He's brilliant. But his when I talk to him about like what his combat skills are, he's very athletic, but he just not really he's never been tested. He said he's always stayed out of problems like that. No fights or whatever. Maybe 1 or 2 fights in his whole life. So and then man, I talked to him about what are your firearms experiences. He's like, oh, I was pretty good in the carnival when I was shooting that water gun into the clown's mouth to make the balloon explode. Oh, you're an expert, bro. Yeah. All right. We're going to have to work on that. Yeah, we're going to have to work on that, buddy. So I've been helping him because he just won't fucking train. That's another thing. They don't see the merit in what you're proposing, the training aspect. You have to train together. 4 to 6 people. If not bigger, even if it's bigger, you definitely have to train and coordinate. And have those coordinated instructions and set up a command structure ish. We know that in this day and age, we all like to be created equal. We all like to, you're my friend, right? Yeah. So, the thing is that if for some reason, me and you meet in the street and, hey, my brother, hey, we're both equal. Well, one of us is automatically going to assume superiority over the other. That's just the way it is. Friends, same way. If you got a group of friends, there's always going to be that hierarchy, that alpha male, alpha female, that says, I'm in charge. Okay, sure. Until until we figure out that you're freaking stupid. So you want to do the command structure. You want to keep it, votes, whatever. But I would kind of look at it as like, whoever the expert on that field is has the say in that aspect. Like a medical person, you got to have a good medical person. Good medical skills. Everybody can grow food and go from there, but you need a really good person that's really good with the horticulture and knows how to produce food. Hunter. Hunting is a skill that it takes years to put together. And a good experienced hunter, you usually see them, they're just like, they're the ones that watch everything. They got the 1,000-yard stare, kind of like the warrior. That's me. I'm the warrior. I'm the tactical and security one. So that's where I come in. And also I can do everything else. Just a little bit of instruction. If I need to learn it, I can learn it. Boom. All right, cool. I watch you how to take a transmission out and put it back in. I can do that. I'm like, okay, all right, I can help, and then kind of go from there. What's the skill sets of your mag, and how do you do training? And you have to train with that. Oh yeah, this thing. Object of the day is a knife. It's actually a training knife. I've been training with this thing here. It's pretty cool. It just doesn't. But I mean, it's great. Get that training in there, especially for teaching everybody how to work those knives. Get some training and how to stop, what to do if you get attacked with a knife. It's an eye opener. It is. It's an eye opener. Even if you have a gun. Well, we'll be getting into that one for long. But that's my little trainer. I literally found this on my walks with my dog. There's some kids in the neighborhood, so I cleaned it up and I sanded it down, and it's a perfect trainer. I mean, it's great. But yeah, training. Not like the little Rambo style. I wouldn't mind having a little knife like that. That'd be enough. That would definitely be enough. So, oh shit. My boxer's fractured. Anyway, that's another is training combatives, training in your tactical SOPs. What to do if you get contact. From we talked about that before with the bug out, the warning order bug out location stuff. What do you do? What do you do? These people got to know this stuff, man. Everybody's got to be on board and moving with each other. I definitely a lot of your, especially if they're brand new, people are like, I'll fight next to you. No, you'll fight in front of me. I don't want you behind me shooting a damn gun. No, I'm going to be watching your ass. So now I've got to watch him and whatever, and the target and have all around, 360 awareness, situational awareness, so I can just kind of, push everybody around, move everybody this way, that way. No, don't point your gun at him, get your finger off the fucking trigger, So yeah, we got to go, if you are able to get out, you got to get out with your team, with your mag, and train. Get some range time together. And do movement. Do movement to contact drills. Do, patrolling. Ambush defense. That's what you're going to be doing is how to move from one place to another, how to move to cover. What is concealment? What is cover? Big difference. How to do this in the woods? How to do this in a urban setting? How to do this in a vehicle? That's what you're faced with. Right now, that's what we're doing. So getting everybody on board, finding out what their intentions are, and training, getting familiar with everybody. There's somebody that's got medical, man. I mean, go over the CPR, the CPR, what to do with trauma training, and have that person give them a class. Everybody sit around and get the class. Take it. Everybody should know, and everybody should have, an EFAC and know what to do if, I get shot or they get shot or there's a laceration, there's a cut, there's a wound, there's a broken bone, whatever. Assessing everybody's physical fitness. Hey, we're not all spring chickens anymore. And maybe you do have a spring chicken in your group. Hothead 20-year-old who's freaking basketball star and football star in high school or whatever. That's That's great, but you gotta like, look, bro, chill out. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So you got to assess that. And you also have to assess, are you the weakest link? Am I the weakest link? In certain fields, yeah, I probably am. I like to be all well-rounded. Obviously, I go with, I like to think that I could survive a conflict out here, but you never know. Fairly confident, but you don't want to be overconfident. Like Prepper Outside the Box said, you got to watch that overconfidence. But you also have to know your limitations before you know your strengths. If I know my limitations, then I can build on that. And that with your mag as well. Microcosm, macrocosm. So you go with that, and everybody should be trained. Everybody should know how to, do some bushcraft. You got somebody that's a bushcraft expert, boom, get in there. You got somebody that's a hunter, have that, that person, because you learn so much when you're teaching as well. That's very true. And it's great. It's great. It is to be able to teach and to be able to learn and teach and learn. It's great. And that's how you can also build a great rapport with people. And having the gear, assessing the gear. What kind of gear do you have? Everybody got the same kind of gear. Is everybody gear up to date? Is everything taken care of? How's your preps? 7 P's. Piss poor planning. Piss poor planning produces piss poor production, or preparedness, or yeah. So that's you have to look at that, and you got to look at that with your mag as a whole. You're always going to have that potential recruit. Hey, I know so and so, in your mag group, and it's kind of thinking about, when things happen, we're just going to come over and join you guys. Yeah. I don't know about that. We're going to have to talk about that one with the mag group. All in favor, say aye. Then you bring them in, and then you're talking, and you're okay. This is the deal. We're talking. We're training. And this is our plan. This is our setup. Are you on board with it? No. Well, guess what? You just told him everything, and now he's going to run back and tell all his friends, and they're just going to follow you and take advantage of it. Upset. Operational security with your mag. Tell your mag to shut the fuck up. Don't talk about it. Don't be like bragging like, oh, I'm not worried. Something happens, me and my boys, we're just going to head off out into the sunset and we'll be fine. Yeah. There's a rifle range down the road here, a couple 100 miles. But it's well known. It's one of those public ranges owned by the DNR, Department of Natural Resources. So you'll get out there, and it's free. You go out there, and maybe I think maybe you have to pay a small fee to get in the gate. But you go in there, you pick your range, and you get in there, and you're plinking off some targets, doing your training, and you notice there's a group of guys behind you, and they're just like, yeah, that's great, bro, yeah, that's a good shot, yeah, and you're like, all right, I got me a fan club, I got me an audience, And you've got your nice little AR-15 that you've been, working, you've been playing with and fixing and doing all the bells and whistles on it, and it's $1,500 worth of, machinery and plastic and aluminum. Best sight on it. You saved up all your shillings to get this thing, and everybody's like, yeah. You get done shooting, you're out of rounds, and you sling it. And you turn around to go, and the guys approach you, and they're like, hey, that's a great gun, man. Yeah. Can I have it now? Give me your gun. You're out of bullets. This one's not. I have bullets in this one. That happens a lot. They've been sitting back there just waiting for you to just expend all your ammo. Expend all your ammo, and then they just take your gun. So, it's good that you have somebody. If that happens, and you put somebody behind them with a loaded weapon that doesn't shoot. And of course, you keep a loaded weapon on you. Anyway, that's how you deal with that. Fuck with it. Or you just leave. Like, I'm done. I'm out of here. Reload, put your gun away. Put your, sling arms. Sling arm ready. Low ready, whatever. Strong side. I like strong side sling arms. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, these are things you got to think about. Talk to your mag. Get your mag on board. Train. Discuss. Meet. Coordinate. Because if you don't and you wait till the last minute, those who hesitate in the moment of truth, they get taken advantage of. They usually meet the truth head on. Whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to discuss that. Whatever. You know the ramifications of that. So, yeah, talk to your mag. Get to know what the fuck is going on here. You better, if you have a mag and you guys have been a mag already, you should already have this hashed out and ready to go. Good rapport, good camaraderie. All the bells and whistles are checked off. Your checklist is good to go. Everybody's got their gear. Everybody's got their training, and everybody knows what to do. Your SOP, standard operating procedures, and for any contingency. So there you go. That's my little because this is gonna need. We're gonna need this. We're going to need this, and I'd rather prefer to be with my mag, people I know and love and trust, than some perfect stranger mag or group or militia. Maybe your mag can join that group or militia. I mean, or you can that comes later. Right now it's good to have your upset and kind of But I do agree. We need to group up and get together and get organized, and to do that we need to be familiar with each other. That means face-to-face time. So I do believe, especially in this prepper community, we're all spread out, but I don't know, maybe some kind of get together. It's good. Community is good, and especially if it's a close knit community, local close knit community. That's very good. I noticed that the camera is there, so I've been trying to look here, but then I see myself here, and it looks like I'm just looking that way because I am. So get the wall-eyed effect going on. Hi, how are you doing? I'm talking to you. No, you. Anyway, yeah. So, yes. Get your mag together and talk. Get all your ducks in a row. Get everything taken care of, because if you haven't noticed, that fan above your head is covered in something. And it's not tapioca pudding. So, I'm going to leave it at that. We're looking at 24 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm going to leave it at that. It's Mad Shad signing off. Oh, been told to do this. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'm currently at 15 subscribers. I've had 177 views. Yeah. I personally, what I do is I sub everyone. I subscribe to everyone. I see somebody in chat, boom, I subscribe, boom, 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 boom. So I just show my love. Maybe you guys don't agree with my views, whatever, that's fine. But I think that we should all support each other and just help each other out a little bit. So I'm just doing my part, and I sub to everyone, regardless. I just hit them up. If it's something prepping or something, something I like, I just go ahead and sub it. So, yeah. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Get this message out, and get your message out. I think later on down the road, I'm definitely going to be going to alt media, because we all know what's going on over here at the YouTube. So yeah, y'all get ready. Get ready. So it's Mad Shad signing off.